I'm sure you've read and followed some of the billionaires' lives at some point in your life. In fact, we had a video on this channel where we explored how much wealth they had and how they spent it throughout their lives. We can't help but wonder what it's like to be the world's richest person, like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, or Warren Buffett, right? Well, these billionaires spend their money on beautiful and ultra-luxurious homes, as well as dozens of supercars and yachts that travel to luxurious locations. So today's video is special in that we will not only focus on how wealthy they are, but we will also look at the most ridiculous things billionaires buy with their money. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Life of Luxury. Savor the flavor of exploring wealth, where we post videos about life and luxury. Join us on an exciting video as we explore the wonderful lives of the elite. We are absolutely thrilled to share our knowledge with you. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that we can continue to post videos on this channel. And don't forget to leave a comment and we'll make sure to engage and start some interesting discussions with you. You'd be surprised by our first list. It's a 14-foot preserved shark by Steve Cohen. Normally, billionaires spend their money on expensive art, but Steve Cohen is looking for something different that has something to do with animal cruelty. In 2004, he purchased Damien Hirst's piece of art called The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living. It's essentially a formaldehyde-preserved tiger shark in a vitrine. Charles Saatchi commissioned the work in 1991 and funded it with $50,000. However, because the shark was not properly preserved at first, it began to deteriorate and the surrounding liquid became murky. Hirst offered to kill another tiger shark to replace the rotting one, but Saatchi thankfully refused. Finally, in 2004, when Cohen negotiated the shark, Hirst discovered another way to satisfy his thirst for shark blood. Cohen eventually agreed to pay after Hirst offered to replace this specimen with a new one. Cohen now has a pickled shark inside an aquarium. Following that, in number 2, is Prince Ahmad's island signature. Sheikh Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan is a member of the United Arab Emirates ruling royal family, with a net worth of $20 billion derived from his family's control over Abu Dhabi's oil deposits, which account for 95% of the UAE's oil. He spent his billions extravagantly. He names his private jet, yacht, and even his private island of Al-Futaisi after himself. Hamad commissioned a network of channels that could be seen from space and spelled his name in Latin. The canals were 144 feet wide and each letter was 1,600 feet long. It was estimated that the project would cost $20 million. Unfortunately, this project was abandoned in 2012, and the channels were filled with sand. At number 3, the $24,000 haircut of the Sultan of Brunei. Haji Hassan al-Bolkiah, the Sultan of Brunei, is estimated to have a net worth of $25 billion as of October 2022, and is well known for his extravagant and luxurious lifestyle. However, his barber's privileges are a little more surprising. In 2008, he paid $24,000 for a haircut. That is still the most expensive haircut ever done in the history of the world. What prompted the increase in price? Well, that is because he dispatched a private jet to pick up the barber. He had been using the services of a small British barbershop in central London for 16 years, and the barbers had to fly every 3 to 4 weeks, and the 7,000-mile flight was usually in first class. The total cost, including the royal treatment in Brunei, was around $9,000. Number 4. William Koch's Billy the Kid photo. This authentic photograph was taken in 1880 and was confirmed to contain the image of the famous American outlaw in 2011, becoming the most sought-after image in the world. A North Carolina lawyer discovered the prized possession and purchased it for $10 at a local flea market. At this point, he went to Arizona State University, where he learned the true identity of Billy the Kid. This piqued the interest of all Wild West artifact collectors, who were desperate to acquire it. Fortunately, William Koch acquired it and paid the staggering sum of $2.3 million. A second photograph of the famous American outlaw has recently surfaced. This time, the photograph was purchased for $2 at a thrift store. The owner, who was able to confirm the authenticity of this photograph, is willing to sell it for at least $5 million. So if you're a fan of the Wild West, now is the time to saddle up your horse and rob a few banks in Texas. Number 5. Donald Trump's private jet's gold bathroom. The former US president does, in fact, own a $100 million private jet. For starters, Donald Trump's name is emblazoned on the plane's exterior, and it can accommodate up to 43 passengers in an ultra-luxurious setting. Thanks to the plane's 18 executive-class seats, mahogany cabinets, champagne-colored leather seats, and a plethora of gold. What took us by surprise was the fact that every metal component in his private jet is solid gold. Everything is covered in gold, from the decorations to the light sockets, and even the seatbelt buckles. Even his bath fixtures, including his sink and toilet, were all made of 24-karat gold. While having his bowel movement, he can certainly feel like a king sitting on his throne. Next, at number 6, is the Leonardo da Vinci manuscript, one of the most important pieces of literature in the world. Without a doubt, it belongs in a major museum in Italy, the United Kingdom, or even America. Another genius, Bill Gates, owns this journal. The prized manuscript, known as the Codex Leicester, named after the British Earl who owned the book for 250 years, was purchased by the Microsoft owner in 1994 for the staggering sum of $30.8 million. The journal is made up of original Da Vinci handwritten notes and contains approximately 360 illustrations. The value of these manuscripts has greatly increased in recent years. Experts estimate that if Gates decides to sell the manuscript today, he could easily begin bidding at $130 million. The Batmobile of Rick Champagne is ranked 7th. The man, named after the fancy drink, is a routine executive at a logistics firm. He was unremarkable until he paid $4.6 million for the original 1966 Batmobile. George Barris, the original creator of the Batmobile for the 1966 series, starring Adam West, decided to auction it off in 2013. He owned the one-of-a-kind Ford Futura that he later transformed into the iconic car in 1955, when he purchased it from Ford for $1. The 6.0-liter V8 1954 model was created specifically for the 1955 Chicago Auto Show. They put up over $250,000, which is roughly $2.4 million today. Who would have guessed that this piece of junk was worth more than $4.6 million? Before we go any further, have you ever sold a property that you thought was worthless, but turned out to be valuable to others? Please let us know if you have this experience by clicking the like button below. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 8. James Cameron's Submarine. James Cameron is a Canadian director, screenwriter, and producer who has worked extensively in film and television. Over the years, James Cameron has proven that he knows how to make money as the director of some of cinema's most successful films, including Titanic, The Terminator, Avatar, and others. He spent his fortune exploring the deepest place on Earth, the Mariana Trench. Because of its remote location and high pressure levels, this has never been a popular tourist destination. Despite the fact that there were no submarines capable of withstanding that pressure at the time, Cameron's $10 million deep-sea Challenger submarine succeeded in a solo attempt to reach the Mariana Trench. It took him 2 hours and 37 minutes to reach the bottom of the world. In 2015, the submarine was donated to Woods Hole Oceanographic Institution, where it remains to this day. Larry Ellison of Hawaii Island comes in at number 9. The American businessman and Oracle co-founder, who has a net worth of $101.4 billion, decided to purchase an entire Hawaiian island. Larry purchased 98% of the island, primarily in Lanai, for $300 million in 2015. Following the purchase, Ellison invested an additional $200 million in infrastructure, resulting in the creation of a truly luxurious high-end resort, as well as the first economically sustainable green community resort. Number 10 is the ECLIPSE yacht, owned by Roman Abramovich. This genuine piece of engineering yacht costs $700 million and features a breathtaking design and ultra-luxurious surroundings. This yacht, which has a beach club with several hot tubs, 2 swimming pools, several jacuzzis, a private spa center, a gym, and a nightclub, is said to cost $1.5 billion. The massive vessel can house up to 36 guests who will undoubtedly be treated like kings. This floating palace was lavishly decorated. Designer furniture, modern decor, and various types of technology enhance the interior design. There are 11 suites on board, all of which exude a genuine sense of elegance. To top it all off, each one has a 6-foot-long television screen where you can hopefully watch something. This luxurious vessel also has 2 helipads. So, if you decide to rent it for $2 million per week, you could use it to get to the yacht without having to drive there. If you are interested in knowing the true cost to run and maintain a yacht, we have a special video titled The True Costs of Owning a Yacht. Number 11, Prince Al-Walid's Airbus A380 aircraft. This is the most expensive aircraft ever built. Prince Al-Walid bin Talal of Saudi Arabia commissioned and paid for the Airbus A380. The family with $1.5 trillion probably doesn't mind that Talal chose to order a $600 million private jet. The prince requested a spacious lounge area decorated in royal red, a Turkish bath with solid gold fixtures, a concert hall, a private garage, and even a stable for transporting camels and horses. The prince also uses his ultra-luxurious glass elevator, which has 3 floors. Religion has a significant influence on Saudi culture, so he has commissioned a truly one-of-a-kind prayer room, complete with a prayer mat that automatically points to Mecca. Regardless of where the plane is on the planet, Talal can probably find a reason to personally thank Allah. Lastly, the creme de la creme on this private jet that never came to be would have been the genuine throne in the center of the plane. Finally, the $2.6 billion Antilia. This most expensive home rounds out the list. Mukesh Ambani owns this private skyscraper mansion in Mumbai. The 568-foot-tall megastructure is equivalent to a 60-story building with only 27 floors. Only 6 family members and their many servants are housed in the entire building. Naturally, not all floors are intended to be used as living space. For example, the first 6 floors of the mansion are only truly massive garage with space for 168 cars. The top 6 floors, on the other hand, are the private residences of the family members, with a stunning view of the entire Mumbai metropolitan area, as well as the beautiful Indian Ocean just outside the window. Not only that, but the interior design is simply stunning. The opulent decoration that promotes Indian culture from every angle could easily pass for a Hindu heaven. Each living space is uniquely designed and gorgeously decorated with gold, crystal, silver, and other precious metals, with marble floors, pearl walls, handmade furniture, and countless pieces of art hanging from the walls. It also has a fitness center, a ballroom, a spa center, and of course a private cinema where the owners can watch as many movies as they want. This concludes our list. It is now time for you to express yourself. Which of these 12 most extravagant and costly purchases made by billionaires piqued your interest? And if you're going to spend your money, what is the strangest thing you want to buy? Tell us in the comments! That's it for now. If you enjoyed the video and found it useful, remember to subscribe to The Life of Luxury for more videos to help you explore the wonderful lives of the elite. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss out on any of our uploads. See you in our next video!